Hi, everyone. I don't know why I'm smiling because I'm going to be going through another list, and this time it's from Blender Magazine, posted 4 years ago 50 Worst Songs Ever. So I'm sure there's been more songs added to the list. And I'll just curious to see which songs I'm familiar with, and maybe even some songs that I don't agree are bad songs, or maybe you don't. But let's go through the list right now. Here we go. And I've only seen the first couple so far. Yeah. This is always in, the worst rock songs of all time list that I see. We built this city. You can't, you have to admit it's catchy. And it's of its day, of the 80s. I would say back in the 80s when I first heard it, it was like, oh, wow, that's a cool song. Some songs kind of don't age that well, and We Built This City certainly hasn't. And it's a long way from Jefferson Airplane's Volunteers album, which is one of my favorite 60s albums. Oh, Billy Ray Cyrus, Achy Breaky Heart. I remember it well because, as I've mentioned before sometimes, I used to disc jockey in the 80s and 90s, so we were forced to play that song. Once again, it's a catchy song. You have to admit it. Is it a good song? No. Now this next one, yeah, I even when it came out in 1986, it was annoying for me. Wang Chung. Everybody have fun tonight. Everybody Wang Chung tonight. Limp Bizkit, Rollin' Air Raid Vehicle. Thankfully, I'm not familiar with that song from 2000. Yeah, Ice Ice Baby, once again, when it came out in 1990. Of course, right away, it's like, that sounds like the bass line for Queen's Another One Bites the Dust. And it was. But it was catchy. And it is a bad song, you have to admit. But I guess back in 1990, I enjoyed it. Yeah, I've never been a big fan of Huey Lewis and the News, The Heart of Rock and Roll. It's an okay song. I wouldn't say it deserves to be in a worst list. Yeah, Don't Worry, Be Happy. When you would first hear that on the radio, it'd be, oh, that's a fun song. And then the second or third time, it's like, okay. It's not so fun anymore. It's annoying. Yeah. Eddie Murphy, Party All the Time. Once again, back in 1985, as soon as you heard it, and back then Eddie Murphy was so well known and popular, famous. And it's like, oh, Eddie Murphy's singing now. That's a cool song. That didn't last long, though. But kind of, a fun, silly song. Yeah, not really a fan of Madonna. American Life, I don't know if I've heard that. Yeah, Paul McCartney is my all time favorite artist. Stevie Wonder, of course, is a musical genius. Two great artists, and I don't know. When it came out, even in 1982, it was like it was it was good and it was not good. It was like an earworm. It was catchy, very simplistic though with the lyrics. Great idea though, of course. But yeah, not one of my favorite Paul McCartney songs or duets. Clay Aiken, of course, from American Idol. Not I don't remember that song, Invisible. Kokomo, the Beach Boys. Once again, I have to admit, when it first came out, it's like, oh, it's a Beach Boys song. They've got another hit. It sounds great. Yeah, Illegal Alien is, once again, uh, it would be frowned upon if it was released today. But back then, they were more, I guess, naive times, but definitely not one of Genesis' greatest songs. Kind of annoying. From a Distance, Bette Midler. Yeah. I'll Be There for You. I probably have heard it, but I don't remember it. What's Up? Don't know if I've heard that one. MC Hammer, Pumps and a Bump. Not familiar with. You're the Inspiration. Yeah, your typical love song. It was a nice song for back in 1984. Certainly not as good as, early Chicago, but I wouldn't say it's a bad song. Broken Wings, Mr. Mister. Not that familiar with. Yeah, Dancing on the Ceiling, that sounded, even back then, it was, I don't know, wasn't a big fan of the song. Two Princess, no, don't remember that. Not sure of that one. Toby Keith. The great Canadian Corey Hart, Sunglasses at Night, once again. Back in 1984 when it was on the radio. Man, that's a cool song. Yeah, I've heard worse. I don't know. I'm not familiar with that or that. Diddy and Faith Evans. Is she not a country singer? The Doors, The End. Here we go again. This is a crazy list. I wasn't expecting that. Why is The Doors, The End one of the great songs from the 60s on this list? Weird. Yeah, the Final Countdown, Europe. Kind of annoying. Your Body is a Wonderland. Yeah, I remember hearing that on the radio back in the days when I was working. Not familiar with that. Greatest Love of All, Whitney Houston. Yeah, another Canadian band, Crash Test Dummies. The guy with the really low voice. It was kind of, I wouldn't say it was a bad song. Just not, not everybody's cup of tea with his rather unique voice. Not familiar with that. Will 2K. Barbie girl, yeah. That was annoying. Longer, not familiar with. Of course, I know of Dan Fogelberg, but not that song. Yeah, Shiny Happy People, not one of REM's best moments. Very annoying. Not familiar with that, or that, or that. Yeah, She Bangs, Ricky Martin. That's a bad song. Color Me Bad. Not familiar with that. Absolutely agree. I used to be a fan of Billy Joel back in the 70s and 80s, but when that came out, it was like an instant headache. Yeah, very, once again, bad and annoying too. My thumbnail will be this. Simon and Garfunkel, The Sound of Silence. That is crazy to be on the list. Get it off the list. Not familiar with Uncle Cracker? Yeah, I'll do anything for love, but I won't do that. Uh, Not a fan of that song for sure. Don't know that one. Hanging Tough, I kind of remember, but I wasn't really a fan of New Kids on the Block. All right. The only thing that looks good on me is You. Yeah, he was kind of doing like a ZZ Top kind of idea, and it didn't really work. No, I'm not going for that. No can do. The Beatles, Obladi Oblada. That's a fun song. Is it one of the Beatles' greatest songs? No, but I think it's a great song. Right, said Fred. Yeah, I'm too sexy. Very, very bad and very annoying. And yeah, My Heart Will Go On from, of course, the Titanic movie. Celine Dion. So definitely at least 3 songs for me do not belong on this list. Obladi Oblada, The Sound of Silence, ridiculous. And what was the other one? The End. Jeez. Uh, I actually thought, there wouldn't be any good songs on this list, but there were. Yeah. So that's it. I would love your thoughts. Please remember to like the video and leave a comment below and subscribe to my channel. Thank you. Bye. I'll be back with more lists. Yes, I will.